Hello, 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 everybody. I am super excited to be here with you all today. This is a pop up. I guess you're like, wait a minute, Sherry, you go live Fridays at 9 o'clock. What are you doing here on a Tuesday? No, a Wednesday at 1 something. Well, I am here to share some exciting news with you and also to share a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine and the great work that she is doing. She is doing some phenomenal work with her organization, Rediscover Me Women Initiative, and they have an exciting event coming up this Saturday. So I wanted to have this pop up to give her the opportunity to share with you all a little more about her organization, a little bit more about this event, the purpose of this event, and why you should partner with them on this event. April is Sexual Assault Survivors Month, and the name of this event is the S.A.S Panty-thon. She showed up. And so we are showing up for sexual assault survivors and providing some resources that will help them at their most vulnerable time. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring her up, Dr. Juanita Britt McDonald. So give us a moment. We're going to bring her on up. Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Hi, beautiful. Thank you so much for having me. It is always a pleasure to be here.
Yes, awesome. Well, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm excited. This is my first time doing a pop up. I've seen other friends of mine do pop ups, and I'm like, you know what? That would be a great way for me to kind of showcase some people too. So I'm going to do a pop up. And so thank you so much for your yes to be here. So, first of all, Dr. McDonald, just share with our audience a little bit about who you are and what Rediscover Me Women Initiative is all about.
I love talking about Rediscover Me. So, but I am, as Sherry just announced, Dr. Juanita Britt McDonald, founder, executive director of the Rediscover Me Women Initiative, Rediscover Me Facebook community, as well as the Mental Elevation Room and Clubhouse. We started in 2016 while I was in college, working and unbeknown to me, running from college campus friends who needed help in areas that it was going to turn into we are today. Since then, we've become credentialed. We are nationwide. We have about 500 and something, almost 600 people in our community nationwide. We work with a lot of women. We just had our very first male that started with Rediscover Me last year. And so with that, the organization is growing, and but our mission, which is what we stand on, is to engage, educate, and inspire change for which a woman or teen girl survivor affected by abuse, trauma, and mental health can rediscover the me she strives to be. And we do that based on our three pillars, which is lost identity plus lost self-esteem equals lost purpose and direction.
Hmm. Yes, yes. So powerful. Such powerful work, and much needed work. Thank you so much for that and that mission. Like you said, just, helping them rediscover the
Mhm.
me that they strive to be. That is just so, so powerful. And so tell us a little bit about what inspired this S.A.S Panty Drive. I know you shared a little bit of a testimony that you heard from a young lady that really touched you, that kind of inspired you to start this event. I know last year was your first one, so this is, I guess, going to be an annual event, which is such a blessing. But if you could just share with us a little bit about what inspired you to start this event.
I first heard about a young girl through my mentor, and then had the pleasure of meeting her. And the story that was shared centered on her experience after being exposed to having to take a rape kit at her local hospital. And the thing about it is that she was re-victimized after going through the process, having to give up everything that she owned. And what that entails is everything that you have on. When I say everything, that's everything, even down to piercings. If you have accessories, if you have hair pieces, all of those things have to be taken from you. And then whatever resources that the hospital have, that's what you are given. And so for this particular individual, she was given a pair of underwears that were 2 sizes too large. So therefore, as she exited the ER, she walked out holding up her clothes,
Mm.
so detrimental, to our self-esteem. And so
Mhm.
my heart broke as I listened to her. Actually, I wanted to just go up and hug her. And as a matter of fact, I did hug her. But my heart was just breaking to hear that. And so, and I did exactly what you shared. I talked with my mentor and I was like, hey, I want to do something just a little bit more. And she shared how she had this idea, and we kind of pounded this out, not knowing that it would take off as it did that very first year. And so, that year we raised over $5,000 in resources and supplies, over $5,000. And, that might not be a lot to large organizations, but for somebody like us doing, out of the
That's a
box,
lot.
yeah, that was a lot. And
Mhm.
the feeling of going to we were able to, first of all, we were able to donate to three organizations. And so, and that was for here, that was sexual trauma services of the Midlands, which is now Pathways, Sister Care, and Hush No More. So those three organizations received resources and funds. And so we took everything, we split it. And so basically, when I did the numbers, it equated to us helping 66 people, 66 people, you know?
Mhm.
And so, and how we came about that number is we took the average cost for providing the resources which are needed, which are the underwear, the
Mhm.
sports bra, or soft jogger outfits, socks, booties, hair accessories, body wash, shampoo, all of those resources. The average cost is about $75. And so you take
Mhm.
that and divide it by that number. It was like 73.50. But you take that number, and you divide it. So we came up with about 66 people was served through three organizations. And so that was a
Mhm.
big win for us. And so
Yeah.
we're excited. We are looking to do that and more this year.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, just like you said, that story is just so impactful when you think about a woman going through such a, experience, and
Mhm.
then the vulnerability of going through the rape kit and
Yes.
having everything taken from you, as you said, and then your self-esteem, kind of the humiliation, embarrassment of having to hold your clothes up as you're exiting the hospital. So
Mhm.
thank you for sharing with that and sharing the impact of the Panty-thon last year. That is
Yeah.
amazing. 66 women, because of
66.
the work that you all did, were
Mhm.
able to have resources that they needed and be comfortable, leaving, that type of situation. At least when they walked out of the hospital, they had the things that they needed.
Mhm.
And that is powerful, and that is such a blessing. So I'm excited about this year's Panty-thon. I know
Yes.
that it's going to be amazing. I know
Mhm.
that it's going to be, just a wonderful opportunity for those out there to contribute to this great cause. Tell us a little bit about what you have planned for this year to line up some of the entertainment and things that you have prepared.
Wow. Yes, we have local artists, Miss Latasha Reeves, who has agreed to serve. She has, I think her stage name is She Diddy. And
Mm,
so she,
I
yeah,
like
She
that.
Diddy. Isn't that cool?
I like
So
that.
yeah, we have her who will be joining us. We have two original poets. I mean, poets who created an original theme behind She Showed Up. She showed
Right.
up. One of them is out of New York, the other one is out of North Carolina. So you're going to hear the same title, but the aspect of how the visionaries of what they created is going to be
Mhm.
phenomenal. We also have a young lady who will be debuting her newly released album,
Ooh.
CD album. And it was all behind what she went through sexual assault.
Mhm.
She's a pastor. She's amazing. And the caveat to her is she's Rance Allen's niece. And so,
Wow.
so
I gotta say connections there.
yeah. So not only will
Mhm.
we'll have the pleasure of interviewing her because we're going to interview her, and then we're going to get an opportunity to listen to her music. Find out what inspired it, why, and you'll get an opportunity. You'll be able to hear that. So we're excited about those that'll be joining us. We also have a parent corner. So these we have two individuals, a male and a female, and
Mhm.
they're going to talk to us about how to talk to our youth
Mm.
about sexual assault. How do we prepare them? How do we help them? How do we talk to them? So we're going to do that. We also have a young girl who is part of my team. She's an advocate. Her and her team works on college campuses. So she's going to
Mhm.
be talking to us about, those of us who have children that are in college. Believe it or not, sexual assault is very rapid on college campuses. So we
Yeah.
want to we want to bring that type of awareness to this platform. And she's going to, as she talks, she's going to be sharing about what they do. She's going to enlighten us on Title IX for parents that are not aware about Title IX. What is that? What do they do? What does your youth need to know about Title IX when they're on these campuses? As I was talking to her, I'm in this field. I work with Title IX, and I forgot I didn't even warn my grandson. So,
Oh, wow.
I had to go back and talk to him and like, okay, let me help you. Let me talk to you about some things. And
Mhm.
this is a male. So sometimes we kind of think like we don't think about the male, but we have to think about the males and the females. So
Yeah.
bringing all of these resources and plus we get the final part of it is the women, the organizations that will be receiving resources
Yes.
um, this year. This
Mhm.
year, you have one in North Carolina, one in South Carolina, and one in Indiana.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
yeah.
awesome. That
so
is
just like
awesome.
so just like our reach is all over the place, so is our resources, because Rediscover Me works with women nationwide. We are not limited to just here in South Carolina, and so we
Mhm.
wanted our fundraiser to exemplify that with having these individuals. So I'm excited. I
Mhm.
can't wait for Saturday just to see how everything pans out. And I
Mhm.
love above all things hearing the feedback and the awareness that participants receive after
Mhm.
learning things that probably went over their head, like me in some
Yeah.
areas.
Mhm. Yeah, with that is amazing. That is going to be a phenomenal event, you all. She just broke it down, told y'all you're going to hear original poetry. You're going to hear the debut of a song. You're going to hear interviews. You're going to learn more. I think it's very important for parents, that conversation about your children, because
Mhm.
my son is a teenager now, and you have to really be able to explain to them so in a way that they can understand about sexual assault, about consent, about all of that and what that means. And
Mhm.
as you were talking about Title IX, I don't think I'm even familiar with that either. And so I'm going to really be tuned into that as well. So that is amazing. That is amazing, amazing, amazing.
Mhm.
And so I just want to let you all know, if you are interested in donating to this cause, they are
Please.
accepting Cash App, $ Rediscover Me. You can also connect with Dr. Juanita at rediscovermewi.org. And I know, Dr. Juanita, you have some other ways in case people want to actually give you panties and things like that. Can you share maybe some of the supplies that you all need? And if people want to donate those, how can they do that?
Um, there's going to be a drop off point at the address, Sherry. Miss Moore Woods.
Wood. Trendy
She
hands. Oh, Lord.
Trendy
It's
hands
on
off of
hard scrap, y'all.
Sparkleberry. Yeah,
It's
Trendy hands
Sparkleberry, y'all.
she has agreed to, and we just talked last night, so that's why I don't have the information. Please forgive us. But Trendy
Mhm.
Hands has agreed to be our one of our designated drop off locations. That's in the northeast area of Columbia, South Carolina. You can also reach out to me and my team, and we will through Messenger, social media Messenger, and we will connect with you and meet you and pick up those donations. If you want to mail any type of resources, or if you want to mail your donations, you can do that as well. The address would be you'll title it Rediscover Me, and the address is 7001 St. Andrews Road, PMB, Paul Mary Bob, 413, Columbia, South Carolina, 29212. And that address again is Rediscover Me, 7001 St. Andrews Road, PMB Paul Mary Bob 413, Columbia, South Carolina 29212. And we'll definitely pick those items up. We know that several resources will be coming in, so we normally wait about 2 weeks after the event to give time for all donations to make it through the mail, and then we put everything together, and we'll start our distribution, and that's an event all in itself, with Pele and I going to make deliveries to people. So with the exception of Indiana, theirs will be shipped. We're not driving to Indiana, but we'll
Oh,
go to
okay. Yeah,
North
I was gonna say
Carolina.
y'all gonna drive to Indiana.
No, no, she will have hers shipped. So that's the
I
only
know that is right. I know that's right. Well, I wanted to. Typed it up real quick so I can
yes,
put it up
absolutely.
here. Is that correct?
That
seven
is
zero
absolutely
zero
correct.
one PMB
Mhm. PMB
413
413
Columbia,
Columbia.
South Carolina.
Mhm.
So that is the address where you can mail your donations as well. So if you
Mhm.
old school and you want to write that check and, and mail it out, or that money order and you want to mail it, you can do it that way. Or if you want to do the Cash App, $ Rediscover Me, and definitely make sure that you are connected to Dr. Juanita, because she is doing some amazing things. And the website is rediscovermewi.org. You all, let's rally around sexual assault survivors. Let's support them. Let's contribute to this event. And as she said, it's going to be reaching nationwide.
Yes.
Organization here in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Indiana are going to be able to receive these valuable resources to help survivors, as I said, in their most vulnerable moment, but to be able to have
Mhm.
some type of comfort and have the resources that they need when they walk out of that hospital or medical facility. And so it is so important that we do that and that we support. So I encourage you all, tune into the event on Saturday.
Yes.
Y'all, she already gave us the lineup, y'all. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna be blessed. You're gonna hear testimonies. You're gonna hear music. It's a 5-hour event,
Mhm.
but it's all tailored around raising money and raising awareness for sexual assault survivors. So you all make sure that you tune into that. Make sure, if you have not already, I should have said it at the top, but I forgot. But share this broadcast. Share this
Yes.
broadcast to get the news out about this event. If you have any questions, you can leave them here in the comments, or you can definitely reach out to Dr. Juanita and she'll respond back to you and connect with you to get those donations or any questions that you have about the organization. So, Dr. Juanita, just want to give you space to add any final remarks or final comments that you have, that you want the audience to take away about this event and about Rediscover Me.
The one thing I did, Sherry, not too long ago, in the midst of doing, I've been in all this training, and we've been having so much conversation as it pertains to sexual assault and and offenders, sexual assault and offenders. And as I was working on one of our training formats, I looked at that and I was like, gosh, culturally, we are impacted by both. So when you think about it, very rarely can we say that we are not impacted by sexual assault, domestic violence, and imprisonment. And
Mhm.
so, and it's a sad thing, but it's a real reality. And so when you start to look at this, the training I just came off of, we have political officials saying grassroots, grassroots, grassroots. We are a grassroots organization. So that means that we are boots on the ground. And majority of the things that we do are done out of pocket. And so
Mhm.
when you see someone like me, you don't quite understand the depth of my own personal funds that go into helping things like this big organization take off, or those that come in and offer their in-kind resource, which is their personal time, not being paid for. Because everybody that's coming in, they're not being paid. Sherry is not being paid. I'm not being paid. But we're looking at the bigger picture. And so my clarion call to every individual that is watching this is, I understand you and I may not have the money all the time, but share the video. Share
Mhm.
the video. Talk to your organizations, talk to your friends. Just one cheap, and I'm gonna use the word cheap, pack of panties is about $10. An
Mhm.
average cost like Dollar General or Family Dollar, not Walmart. You got to come out 20, but but Family Dollar, just something cheap. We have to have them in packages, and I understand we are all in hard times, so we do take that into consideration. We love the fact that you can even go into those stores that I just identified, Dollar Tree. You can get these little cleaning supplies for $1.
Mhm.
That I went and got my daughter 3 containers of Ajax yesterday in the rain.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, so
Mhm.
and I got it off the dollar rack. So it's things like that. It wasn't the fact that it cost $1. It was I need my dishes washed. You know, something such
Exactly.
as that. It wasn't about how much it costs. It's will it do the job in order for my dishes to be clean. So,
Exactly.
I did, so I kind of say that because I really want you to understand, Sherry and I kind of laugh and we love when we on each other when we come together, but the seriousness and of this nature of the S.A.S Panty-thon is when you think of a survivor, there are no laughter. There's nothing but tears. So when you and I come together to do this, you have transferred value to that individual. They don't
Mhm.
know who you are, you don't know who they are, but what it does to you in your heart to know that you transferred value. That's what I want to leave with you today.
Mhm. Mhm. So good. So eloquently said. It is about the value.
Hmm.
It's about the impact that you can make on someone's life that doesn't know you, you don't know them, as she said, but to know that just you taking your time to buy that pack of panties or buy that shampoo or sending that $5 or whatever you can send is making an impact. And
Hmm.
know that it is, because I know that Rediscover Me Women's Initiative is good ground. So when you sow into this organization, you're sowing into good ground. They're going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to contribute to what they say they're going to contribute, and they're impacting lives, one survivor at a time. So think about that. And I encourage you, please, please donate to this initiative if you can. If you cannot, we understand. Share the video. Let someone know about what is going on, and tune in Saturday, April 9th from
Yes.
10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it's going to stream on your personal page, Dr. Juanita, or
Yes.
where is it streaming?
Hmm. Hmm. It'll be on the
Okay.
personal
And
page.
And so it will be streaming on her page, Juanita Britt McDonald. So just search for her here on Facebook, follow her, set yourself some reminders. And I think you created an event as well. There's an event you can search for, S.A.S, just search S.A.S Panty-thon, and you'll see the event and you'll get a reminder about it as well. But tune in and get this good information that they are sharing, and share the video. Spread the word to as many people as you can to support sexual assault survivors. And so, again, Dr. Juanita, thank you so much for hopping on to this pop up live with me today. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And everyone, you all take care and be blessed. And you never know, we may have another pop up soon. Just stay tuned. But make sure that you support Dr. Juanita Britt McDonald and Rediscover Me. Love y'all. Take care.
Take care. Thank you.